So, how did you first come across psychiatrics?
Just first off, that was a really trippy four shorts.
Thank you.
Originally I stumbled upon an image of a monk covered in tattoos, maybe like 6-7 years ago. And it was just such an arresting image, and I wasn't familiar with the belief system of magic, everyday magic in Thailand. And that sort of led me to discover the sacred day with the mass possession, and it's sort of been covered in a very journalistic or like a worse sort of sensational fashion. And I kind of want to see if we can go a little bit beneath the surface and communicate sort of the psychological and spiritual turmoil going on within the person.
Yeah. Were you at all personally drawn to it, or what did you get the tattoo?
I've never had a spiritual experience in my life, so it seemed like such an extreme end of that spectrum, and I think I wanted to get as close as possible.
And I guess I'm just curious, what was it like being in the midst of that ceremony?
It was very intense. I think there's 10,000 disciples that gather every year for it, and it was raining that year as well, and we had a 24-hour production window, so it was just like a lot of layers of pressure and intensity in addition to the event itself.
Questions?
How many cameras did you use, and was that mass shot on the gimbal when you were pulled back?
Sorry,
The one where you're in the crowd and you pulled back, you're going through the cycles.
Oh, right. My DP, Bill Kirstein, really brilliant, prolific cinematographer. He sort of led the charge there. I believe he was on a gimbal with I think it was an 8K red weapon, if I remember correctly. That was our only fancy camera. The rest were just a hodgepodge, whatever we could afford. I think we had 3 cameras going at once, but we really sort of blocked it out like we were filming the Super Bowl or something, because it was such a tight window of time. We had the play-by-play on a little map, when the possessions were going to erupt and where we needed to be, and just also how to sort of navigate that in a way that was not disruptive, because we really want to have a very small footprint within the ceremony itself. So, and then we also had a camera up on a ledge that was sort of out of sight. We had to climb a bunch of bamboo ladders with no safety. It was pretty sketchy actually.
What do you believe in spiritual experience in your life, and any first should go back that way that you engage with
It's a great question. I think personally I'm very much an open book, so I didn't go with any preconceived notions. I don't really do that with any project. I just it's sort of the philosophy, write what you know. I sort of want to write what I want to know. I think making the project is sort of a way to learn about something. If that makes sense. Did that answer your question?
Well, not really. No, I just wonder how you and the film felt with the director holding space for them, who had as much of a disconnect in other experiences.
Right. That's a really great question. I think skepticism and subjective personal belief is really at the heart of the story, and each participant really comes to this gathering with a completely unique path in their life. And of course the community itself is the whole of that experience and ties all of these subjective experiences together. I think doubt is a very central question to faith in general. But it's a tough question to know these answers.
I'm just curious, the men are rushing toward the front.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
Oh, so there's like the gilded statue of the monk Lopatman, who's like the revered ancestor who designed the tiger tattoo. It's sort of the it's like the icon of that temple. They rush towards the stage where his statue is. Sort of like the tiger returning to its master state.
Have you shared this with people in the community or maybe other spiritual communities?
Yeah, it's been very interesting reception. I have not like directed a ton of stuff, so it's been challenging, very intimidating to show to people.
Do you feel like it leads to like good conversations?
Yes, and it's always through the through the point of view of the audience, of course. So just talking to people bringing their own religious backgrounds to the experience and had a lot of interesting parallels between Christians in America, some of the possessions that actually happen.
I guess maybe you don't have an answer to this, but when I'm watching it, I'm like, well, this could be a genuine spiritual experience, or it could be brainwashing, or it could be just like a collective, belief that just manifested. Like, did you come to any personal belief about that?
Again, I didn't really want to even ask the question, was this real or was this not real? I wasn't going to try to get to the heart of that, because I think whatever our beliefs are do sort of inform our reality in one sense or another. Whether the mechanism of that is supernatural or not, I think that's usually the results. It's just a lot of tricky sort of philosophical rabbit holes.
Yeah, for sure.
Your question in response, so with the approach, did you feel like you wanted to lead to go with somebody else from the perspective or story that would help you land on the side of this is
Yeah, that's like such an interesting question. Sort of the edit was really built upon the testimonies and the results of the interviews. So it didn't really be like art of the day itself was sort of natural, and we knew it would sort of play out in that context. But I suppose the only thing I personally wanted to feel like was a series of encounters in the crowd where you meet different people, and some of those perspectives was greater than any individual stories. We had stuck with a single participant. I don't think it would have communicated, the whole spiritual experience.
So,
I'm not used to doing these solo violins.
Oh, really? Well, you did
Great.
just a great job, yeah. What else do you have coming down the pipe as far as filming?
I'm interested in doing more of a cross-cultural endeavor where maybe there's a series of stories on sacred days. But I really wanted to get this in front of audiences first and see how people engage with the material and see if I'm the right person to try to spearhead something like that. But it's been really great to have dialogue with audiences and shows to write.
Well, thanks so much for sharing with us.